share with you boots of the season because I figured, well, you know, this is the time of the year when you look at your boots and you say, you know what, I really love those, and I sort of wore them out. Let's get a new pair. These come in suede, as you can see, or the metallic cutout ankle boots. Her name is Liv. She comes in a medium and wide, 5 through 11, half and whole in the medium, 6 through 11, half and whole in the wide. And she is now, instead of $149.95, she is $29.99 to get her home. Less than $1 a day. Are these cutout ankle boots everywhere or what?
I'll tell you what, you know, we've really knocked it out of the park just with the silhouette of this, and you see that really cute cutout detail. And you know, you don't really think of boots too often as transitional, but I think this is a really nice transitional option. And look, I think this height of boot is something that can be worn all year round. And you know, put it this way, even in the height of summer, you still wear closed shoes, right? And yeah, a little bootie like this can be a great option for you. The heel height, this 1 3/4 inch heel height, is something we introduced as a result of the feedback that you gave us here at QVC. So back in 2016, towards the end of the year, you said, hey, look, we love your boots, but you go from a flatter boot to a 2.5 inch heel. There's nothing in between, right? In between. So then we turned things around, and in fact, by 2017, we introduced this 1 3/4 inch heel height because it was such a valid call out. And in footwear terms, in design and bringing things to market, actually 6 or 8 months is actually unheard of. Like our team's working on spring summer 21 now, would you believe?
Oh,
so that's how far out we work with footwear. So we turned this heel height around, and I'm so glad we did, because it is that perfect. If you really don't like to wear higher heels but still like to have just that little bit of elevation, this is a great heel height for you.
I love this boot because if you're wearing bare legs and a dress, you know, sometimes the other boots sort of cut your leg off and make it look shorter. These make your legs look longer. I mean, there's so many positives to this. Do you mind if we go through the color choices?
I'd love to.
We can
I'm getting too carried away with the design. We haven't even looked at the colors.
You know what? We didn't wait for you. 100 ladies out there already ordered exactly what they needed, which we're glad about. The grays.
That's right, and that's again that perfect neutral option, a very earthy mushroom type colour there, and there you can see how beautiful that colouring is.
And then here is a first for you, right?
It is. I can't recall us ever, and I'm pretty sure I'm right with this, that we have never done a metallic. What I don't know could fill a warehouse, to be honest with you, Pat. But what you can see there is that first time we've ever done a metallic boot, and there you can see there it's not like a bright, gaudy metallic. It's just giving it a lot of shimmer and a lot of shine to it. Yeah, beautiful.
That is awesome. Most popular right there. And then a really pretty toffee color.
Yeah, and again, I think this is I love to see this color with black. I think that's a really nice contrast with the black. Everybody's nodding. I've said something right. I just got nods in unison there. That doesn't happen often. I drink that up when it happens. But yeah, and what I do like to see there is this nice little seam detail. It really helps sort of elongate the look of the foot there. So it has a very slimming detail with that line that's running through that mid seam there. So I think a really nice design feature, which again just really helps with the aesthetic of it when you're wearing it with whatever outfit you might be.
And look, here's a true classic navy blue.
That's right. This is where we've done navy perfectly. This is the Vionic navy that you've come to know and love. The beautiful, again, that soft suede there. That's really going to be that true navy colour.
So your heel height is 1 2/3 of an inch high. Your shaft is 4 inches high, and the ankle circumference is 10 inches high. And the nice thing about this is your calf doesn't have to factor in here at all. No. So if normally you're left out of boots because that's a challenge for you, and you know whatever way that may work, these are one of the newest, freshest silhouettes that just make so much sense. Before we go and make Kylene's foot uncomfortable, do you mind if we go to Georgia?
I'd love to.
Okay. Hi, Georgia. Welcome.
Hi, Pat. Hi, Liam.
G'day, Georgia. How you doing?
My two favorite people.
Oh,
aren't you
that's
sweet?
so nice
Thank you, Georgia.
I just love you, Pat. You're so sweet.
Oh, thank you.
Liam, you've got it going on too, guys.
Thank you, Georgia. Your check's in the mail. But I must say, Pat is one of the loveliest hosts and one of the loveliest ladies you'll ever meet.
Oh,
so, yeah, you've picked a good one.
I'm sure she is. She's a beautiful person.
Well, Georgia, did we find you some new back-to-school shoes?
Well, honey, I'm way past the school issue, but I did find some shoes.
Good. I'm glad. What did you find?
I got the little moccasin. the dark shadow.
Oh,
Oh,
nice. Yeah,
pretty.
great one. Yeah, the Nora. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that one. But I have a question.
Go for it.
I love Vionic. I think I have about 12 pair of your flip-flops.
Wow.
Yeah. And I bought a pair of moccasins a couple of weeks back.
Yep.
And, well, I think maybe I may have goofed because instead of sticking with my 6 wide, I went with a 6.5.
Oh,
And it's a little large.
6.5
But
in the
I
medium?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Was it a 6.5 in the medium or 6.5 in the wide?
It was a 6.5 in the wide.
Okay.
Now, should I have stayed with the 6.5 or just a 6 wide?
Yeah, I'd generally stick with your regular size, Georgia. What I guess if you've mainly worn Vionic flip-flops before, in other brands of closed shoes, what sort of size do you hover around? Is it usually a 6 or is it more of 6.5?
More 6.5.
Okay. Yeah, look, I think if you find that moccasin's a little bit looser, then I probably would have stuck with the 6 because that might just be your size in Vionic. And generally speaking, we're pretty consistent. Obviously, there's going to be some slight sizing variations between different styles of uppers and that sort of thing. But generally speaking, we're fairly consistent. So my recommendation possibly would, certainly if you feel the 6.5's a bit loose, would be to maybe to go on with the 6, which I think we do have. I mean, there's free exchanges there if you need to change that over. Yeah, but that just might be your sweet spot. Your sweet spot with Vionic on your sizing would be in and around the 6, because generally speaking, we are fairly consistent across it all.
So Georgia, if you want, I mean, I can hand you back and the operators can talk you through everything, but the label that came in the box, if you use that and you ask us for that other size that you want to try, we can do that for free. It just takes us a little bit of time, but send yours back, ask the operators when I hand you back and we'll give you all the information, or you can even read it, free exchange on QVC.com, and follow those instructions, and then we'll exchange it out and won't cost you anything to do that, okay?
That's great, honey, but that's okay. I'll just keep them and kind of use them as house slippers here in the house.
Okay.
Well, yeah, because you still
or
got the
sock.
30 days as well, because that would be within the 30 days anyway. So
Whatever
you
you
should be right
need,
with that, Georgia.
Georgia.
But whatever you need,
Okay.
we want you to be happy. We
Okay.
want you to be delighted
Because you
and just
liked
loving
us,
it.
so,
Yeah.
we definitely
I
want
love
to take
you
good
guys.
We want to stay your favourite, Georgia.
Yes, exactly.
You're going to stay my favorite no matter what. I love QVC. I'm literally known as the QVC queen, and my family has actually threatened to put me in rehab.
There is no rehab, Georgia.
That's right.
Thank you, love. We love meeting you. You take good care, and if you need any help and you change your mind on wanting to exchange those shoes, just let us know.
Okay, honey.
All
Thank you
right.
so very much, and you two have a wonderful day.
You too, Georgia.
Thanks,
Take
Georgia.
care. Thank you for your kind
Bye-bye.
words. Bye-bye.
What a sweet person.
Lovely,
Shall
yeah.
we go over to Miss Jen, who's standing by already? Jen, 400. And we can actually walk over with her.
Yeah, let's do it.
400 of you have already dialed in. What color do we need? Navy. All right.
Go.
Well, I'm certainly not surprised. I mean, we all kind of unanimously decided that this is a must-have in our closet. An ankle boot really, I mean, if you just take a look at the models and see how I'm kind of dressed pretty professionally, casual, fall ready, I think those are joggers. I mean, you can't go wrong. It truly is going to be a staple in your closet that you're going to wear over and over, probably more than you anticipated. But they're also they're beautiful and extremely comfortable.
One of my favorite looks, again, is the bare legs with the boots. And these really work out well, because sometimes those boots, if they come up to here, kind of make you look like you're standing in a hole because they cut your leg off. These will not. These help elongate your legs. Look how good they're on.
It's still very forgiving around the ankle too, as well. But look, they're not so wide that it's almost like your feet are standing in a bucket. They're still very refined around that ankle area. So beautiful looking silhouette.
You all look absolutely great.
You look fabulous, ladies.
All right, shall we sneak over to Kylene really quickly? Because
Yeah.
I see you have your tricky flashlight.
That's right, yeah. So you've got to let me play with all my things here, Pat. But what we can see here is I'm just going to pop Kylene into just a regular boot, which was a really nice boot before I cut it in half. But what you're going to see here, it's a very similar heel height, but most importantly, you're going to see that there's not full foot contact. You can see here that Kylene's foot's sitting on top of this footbed, not into it, and there's a big gap there underneath the arch. There you can see that flashlight sign, it's shining through. By contrast, let me just take Kylene out of that, pop her, and I'm just going to remove the insole, that orthotic technology, and put it on top of the heel. So there's not even a shoe around Kylene's foot, and there you see the difference. Now her foot's sitting into that footbed, not on top of it. I've got my little flashlight there. You see no light shining through
difference.
whatsoever. That's giving her that full foot contact, which is why it's not even going to feel like you're wearing a heel. That's the beauty of that elevated support technology.
400 of you have already dialed in. We're going to head back over, take one last look at the colors. Sale price. The sale price. And did you tell me the sale price goes away at the end of the day, or did I make that up? Oh, the end of the week. Okay, the end of the day on Saturday, but who knows what size and colors will be available then. Here's your grays, the black metallic, very, very popular. And then again, back to that gorgeous suede, the toffee, and the classic navy blue. Well, I'm going to report to Jane that you did an excellent job in Afternoons with Jane.
Thank you.